Hey everyone, welcome back. I am here to give you a little update on my analysis and how I'm dealing with. And I have so many things to tell you. Well, first of all, let me just start off by saying that I'm starting off the video with no glasses, but I can't see anything. I mean, I'm just gonna do it so that you can see my makeup a little bit. And excuse me. And then I'm gonna have to like put them on, obviously, because I can't see anything. So let me start off by saying that it's almost been a year after my analysis and consultation, and it just has taken over my life and my job, let's say, because, you know, I have always been an artist. That's what I studied. And then I worked in fashion and I studied fashion and I studied chromatologia, which I think you say chromatology in English. And in my obsessions have always been colors. And, you know, and then I was a makeup artist for a while, and then life took kind of over and I started becoming a teacher. However, now I'm just bringing everything together and yeah, and I'm, you know, trying to put in this service my experience, my taste. And so what you're getting is, yes, an analysis from me, but you're also getting my life experience of just, I think, style and elegance and everything that I've learned, okay? So a little bit different from the others and a little bit different after I have had my analysis. I really resonate with the season and the colors and everything, but I had to make it mine, because what is lacking with these services is that you have to make the season yours. You have to take a little bit from here and there, and you have to, it's not enough just to give you a color palette and say, this is the soft season color palette. You know, a lot of women are lost. A lot of women don't have a clue what is cold, cool, or what is warm. And you have to help them. And that's what I do. Not only do I basically, you know, analyze them and give them their season, which is not that complicated. Let's try and remember. I have to put on my glasses because I can't see anything. Okay, so it's not that complicated. And I'm seeing more and more complications of these color analysts, and it's ridiculous, because yes, you do have the 16 color palette, but you have to know what to do with it. Okay, so for example, I'm all over the place. Let me just say that, okay, I have always been Noblesse Oblige Beauty. You know me as Noblesse Oblige Beauty, which is the name, and I'm, you know, it's basically knob, N-O-B, knob. And, you know, I want to give women the feeling of being authentic in their colors, like, because we each know who we are deep down. We each know who we are, and I have to make them understand that color is a vibration, okay? Colors vibrate off of you, and choosing the right colors. And of course, the seasonal color analysis is very important, but then there's just more that goes into it. So I've had quite a few clients up to now, and some I've shared on Instagram. I can't do them all. And then this Saturday, for example, I'm actually going to a client's house, and what I do is that I don't only do the color analysis, but then I do the wardrobe edit. So I help her divide, you know, the cool, the warm, what's good, what's not, trying to not throw away anything, but, you know, work with it, make her understand. And I also do a makeup edit. So for example, this is my makeup bag, And I know that these colors work for me. Now in my cupboards, I have a whole bunch of other makeup things, but they're not, you know, exclusively for me. So that's what I'm going to do with my client on Saturday. And yeah, it's a lot of work if but done in the right way, so that you don't leave the client doing all the work. Okay, so that's really important for me. And what is important also is that you give the client the season. However, you have to understand who she is and what she wants to magnify, to, you know, what her life is. Of course, one of my clients is a friend of mine, and she's an opera singer. She's also a mom of 3. And her personality, and I mean, she's just like, you know, exudes joy, and she's not loud, but she's just very, very happy all the time, joyful. And anyway, her season is a soft autumn season, because, you know, when I met her, she had black hair and she wore black, and, you know, very pale skin. And I'm like, okay, but, you know, then come to find out, and her kids, or 3 kids, she had 2 kids at the time, they're like super blonde with blue eyes. And I'm like, okay. And the husband's dark, and I'm like, okay, well, she is dark too. I'm like, where do these kids come from? Then she had a 3rd child, and then she had the 3rd child, and he was blonde also, but not so much blue eyes, but like warmish blue-gray eyes. And I'm like, excuse me, but were you blonde, or are you blonde? She said yes. So she showed me some pictures, and I'm like, oh my gosh, beautiful colors, beautiful colors. And she's trying to modify her hair color, going back to what her hair color was, but it's not easy. It's not easy at all. And she's trying, but, you know, since she's my friend, I also am trying to help her the most that I can, even though she has a busy life. Yeah, she sings and also has 3 children. So she's trying to do her best, but she definitely needs help, because she's one of those women that have absolutely no idea. So going back to my way of seeing things, I start off with the 4 color seasons, then I do the 6 dominant seasons, 6 dominant characteristics, which I got from Color Class, from Lucinda and her daughter. And I think it's one of the best ways to simplify things. And then with the client, I work with the season that they're in, either winter or summer. Then you quickly go to the 6 dominant characteristics, and then you figure it out. I mean, it's not that difficult, and you work with what you have. So discovering your style is also part of that. Discovering who you are. I mean, you always know who you are, but I just help you to get it out, you know? And for example, let's go back to me. I've been classified as a soft summer, right? And this is my natural hair. I don't have any white hair. It's my natural hair. I've always had thick, bushy eyebrows, and my hair has always been this color, even sometimes, I must say, a little bit more intense. And I've never accepted my hair color. Not accepted, but I mean, I was just like, I grew up when the Madonna in the 90s, you know, that was me as a teenager. So I wanted to experience all sorts of stuff, like Linda Evangelista and Madonna were constantly changing. And I was a chameleon also. I was like constantly changing. But you have to understand that when you get your color analysis, you have to go back to your natural colors. And those are the ones that suit you most. Now, mind you, sometimes they're not your hair color is not really flattering, like J-Lo, like Shakira. They make them softer because, you know, they have great color analysis people and stylists, but they too sometimes make mistakes. However, color can be hair color can be changed to fit your characteristics, and that the 6 dominant characteristics plays a big part of it, okay? Because you want to go back to your natural colors because everything kind of like vibrates. However, you don't want to be bland either, okay? Sometimes people look bland with their colors. I tend to look bland a little bit with my colors sometimes, but you know what I tend to do? I tend to look bland when I wear light colors, okay? So I'm considered a soft summer, so I'm light, I'm not dark. However, this is quite dark and it doesn't really go too bad because my hair is dark. It's not that light, okay? So maybe this is a little bit too dark, fine. But what I'm saying is that you have to play around. I'm more inclined, especially in wintertime, in going in soft winter, okay? So instead of adding a little bit of gray in my colors, I'll add a little bit of black in my colors, okay? Sometimes it's not easy to find that in the stores. And so you just have to kind of like, you know, make it your own. So I tend to gravitate in the winter time towards soft winter, okay? Because my hair is dark. My eyes also are quite vibrant sometimes. They're not as, maybe over the years they've become less vibrant, but they were much more vibrant. Anyway, so I have a little bit of quality according to me and how I see things and color analyzed from my studies, from art, especially art. Art is very important. Remember, when you create a painting, and for if it's like a painting like Monet or Renoir, there's always an element of harmony, but it's continuing throughout the painting. All of the colors mesh together and look good together. And that's what your wardrobe has to be. And when you paint, you use a mother color, which is sometimes it could be black or gray, and you add that color to all the other colors so that they have the same tonality and hue. Or sometimes it could be, I don't know, red or any color, blue. And that's what you want to do with your wardrobe, okay? You want to have a mother color. So for soft summer, it's gray. And for soft winter, it's black with a little bit of gray too. Okay, I won't get too much into it. But anyway, you have to give support and help to your client or to your friend or whatever, because they're kind of lost. So makeup is extremely important. The color of your foundation is extremely important. Like, I don't want to go too cool because I'm a cool undertone with a neutral overtone. But if I'm too pale and too cool, I look kind of ill, you know, and when you're not 20 anymore, you kind of have to give a little bit of warmth. And so your client must, could say like, okay, what's that? And so that's when, you come in and you go through their makeup bag and you give them the whole makeup edit. Okay. So as I go and I see this more as a holistic color analysis of like discovering your true colors, your authentic colors, the ones that vibrate, because colors are just a vibration. That's all. It's just a vibration. Colors are extremely important. My cuckoo clock. Okay, let's listen to the bird. So soothing. It's almost over. It's 11. I find it so cute. Anyway, so here I am after almost a year, having done so much research, studying, and putting all of my expertise in it. And here I am at the end saying that it doesn't have to be so complicated. And I'm here to guide anyone who wants to do this or has had a color analysis and just can't go on anymore because they don't know where to go, what to do, what to change, what to keep. In conclusion, you know, not anybody, I mean, anybody can do it, but they just are confused, okay? And women are confused, and at the end, you know, when you're 20, you can do whatever you want, but then something happens. Women get totally lost. Like my friend, the opera singer, lost in the colors. They mix and match. And me too, I was guilty of doing that because, well, I lost myself and my identity after I had my child because, well, of many reasons. But women get lost. They get blonde blindness, like me, or they get like dark brunette black blindness. I don't know, like what is happening, and they mix cool and warm, which there's a whole art of mixing cool and warm. For example, the designer Etro does a lot of cool and warm, but you know, there's a lot of studying behind that. So regular women like me get very lost and get very messy with their whole look and look ill. Same with me. I looked ill because the colors are not vibrating and in harmony. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up now because it's been over 15 minutes. And I'm going to share on Instagram some of my clients' before and afters, and also maybe do Saturday. I would like to film if she gives me permission and see and show you how I go about doing the color analysis and maybe the whole, especially for makeup, okay? Because I mean, I want to give you that thing that is not shown, you know, I want to show it to you how makeup is huge, and hair too, obviously. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up and I'll see you in the next video.